Hey there. So, if you are looking to start an Airbnb, this checklist is perfect for you. It has everything that you need to do to set up your Airbnb. So, this starts at the beginning. If you need to buy their home, if you're looking to do some research and figure out which Airbnb that you want to purchase, you would probably want to start here. We also have a home setup, a listing on Airbnb, and welcoming guests. So I'm just going to go through the checklist with you. And this is pretty much everything that needs to be done. So first of all, this is buying the home. So first of all, you want to research the home, make sure that you have the right price, what area, location, how many guests it can um, hold, what pricing it is, how much money that you might be able to make on the Airbnb. And if it's not a home, if it's an RV or any other alternate form of Airbnb stay, you want to do all the research that you can. When you're done with that, just check it off and then you'll be done. So everything that when you do the check marks, it will do a strike through for you. You want to next check your profit margin and check your pricing for the Airbnb. Next, you want to make your offer and then sign the contract, pay the earnest money, and then you want to get any repairs done. And now, this is another thing that probably needs to be done. Even if you own the home, you want to make sure to make the repairs on your home because you want your home to be absolutely pristine. Everyone who comes into an Airbnb, it needs to be completely flawless. So just make sure that everything's running perfectly and all repairs are made and you come in and people are wowed. You definitely want to go in and be searching for, like, you want your clients to always give you the 5-star feedback. After the repairs are done, the closing needs to be completed, and then after that, the home is yours, the property is yours. Make sure to set up, paying your mortgage on time. If you own the property or the home, make sure to pay your taxes. You want to purchase the insurance. If it's rental insurance or house insurance, make sure to have that set up. Next, you want to set up your utilities, your TV, and your internet, and then make sure to check your legal requirements in your area, the HOA, and any other, local government. Make sure that doing an Airbnb is legal for that area. So once you have the home set up, and it's purchased and it's yours, then you want to actually start setting it up. The absolutely first thing you need to do is really clean the house, top to bottom. And when you're going to stay in an Airbnb, your clients are definitely, I mean, they are extremely particular. So you want to make sure that it's dusted, it's free of dog hair. It's they walk in and it's like a hotel and it's completely perfect. You want to set up a cleaning schedule. So set up, monthly cleaning. You want to set up a schedule to where someone cleans it before and after, and when you're flipping the property. You want to create a check-in and check-out checklist. Next, you need to purchase the furniture. If you don't already have it furnished, I do have another checklist available that can show you all of the items that need to be purchased before you do your Airbnb. This is the inventory checklist, and it goes through everything that you will need from kitchen, pantry, cookware, bedrooms, bathrooms, entryway, laundry room, and the outdoors, notes, and a shopping list. So I will leave a description in the notes below of where to find this inventory checklist because you will need that as well. So going back to the setup checklist, so we've got the furniture purchased. Next, you need to think about buying games, books, magazines, anything to make the home more cozy. Once you have purchased the all those items, make sure that you need to next arrange the decor. So, making sure that everything is in its place and it looks beautiful. You want to make sure to next purchase your towels, sheets, linens, anything like that. Eye makeup remover, towels, just anything that needs to be supplied in the bathrooms and bedrooms. Make sure to purchase your cleaning supplies and keep a stock of, paper towels and things that you would like the guests to use. Now, in some Airbnbs, I have seen people use a welcome and have a welcome gift. Some people have given a bottle of wine or just a small little, cookie tray or just something, fruit tray, something just to make people feel welcome. And then you also want to stock your kitchen, your bathroom with replenishables, things that you want to offer, like coffee, sugar, tea, condiments in the refrigerator, um, toilet paper, paper towels, things in the bathroom, just anything random that you want, matches, other things like that. Again, a lot of that is on my inventory checklist. And then you want to also label the items in the home. You want to label things that they, the light switches, the remotes, things that they won't know much about in the home. Just make sure to get some sort of a labeler. Okay, next is actually listing on Airbnb. So then now you want to physically sign up on Airbnb and get signed in with your email. To do the sign in on Airbnb, you're going to want to share basic information about the property, how many guests it can allow, and information from you as well. Then you want to take photos. I would highly recommend taking professional photos with good lighting in the afternoon. Make sure all the blinds are open and the lights are on when you're taking photos, and take them on an angle, and making sure that your photos are pristine. That is a huge sell point, is your photos. And use the main photos as the amenity that you want to um, display in the home. So if you have a pool, make sure that that photo is perfect. Or if you have string lights in the backyard, make sure that that is one of the main photos. Okay, so the next is the title description on Airbnb. Make sure that your title and your description have great SEO keywords, and that it is very visible to in the search for Airbnb. You want to create a home nickname. A lot of times I've seen people have the nickname, on the welcome sign, or, in the listings, things like that. You want to set pricing. So do your research and make sure to price your Airbnb for what is comparable for the area and the neighborhood. Do a lot of research there. Set your available dates when you can have and when you can't have guests stay. You want to get a set of house guest rules, type them up and make them available for your guests. Set a cancellation policy, get an emergency contact list. If you want to do a co-host, some people do that, so you can arrange that as well. And then just publish your listing. Afterwards, you want to create social media and make social media posts about this. I do have extra spaces in here, so you can add more items and check them off as you're done. And then lastly, this is welcoming your guests. So you want, when someone does book at your Airbnb, you want to make it welcoming for them. Make a welcome sign, make a welcome book, have something when they first walk in, they know what they're doing, how to use the Wi-Fi, and things like that. I would recommend doing automation for messaging so that you can contact your potential clients right away. And I would create first follow-up email templates, a welcome package email, a week before email, and an arrival email. And then I would also set up guest instruction list so that, when they do basically do a self check-in process. So the instructions will be emailed to them automatically, and then they can either use a lockbox outside or some sort of a punch. You can punch in the code on the outside of the door to get in without the keys. So just try to arrange that the best you can. That makes it seamless so you don't physically have to be there when they check in. Make sure that you confirm that they've actually arrived on the property, and then that they've had a good time. After they've stayed, schedule a post-stay cleaning. Have someone to be available to clean up afterwards. You do it or hire someone to do that. And then you want to create a post-stay thank you email. And then also in that email, you want to request 5-star feedback because you definitely want that rating to to grow on there. And one last thing I would add is I would work towards being a super host. There is a article on the Airbnb site that talks about benefits of being an Airbnb superhost, and there are more opportunities for having others stay with you if you strive towards that goal. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, I have a shopping list here and then some notes if you need to along the way that'll help you. So that is essentially a checklist on setting up an Airbnb. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and feel free if you found me on YouTube to check in the description.